Welcome to the 2024 Single Touch Payroll 2 tutorials. In this tutorial we will be looking at employees. Firstly, go to the maintenance menu, employees, and then you'll see we have three items: active, inactive and updating the super guarantee. Let's have a look at the active employees. This will show you a grid of the various employees that you have, and you can add a new employee. You can export to various formats the grid contents. You can enter their pay rates and things like that at this stage if you wish, and also their annual leave and sick leave. On the left you have the edit button, so you can go in and edit some personal details by clicking on that button, but if you want to access these three items up here, you have to put a tick in the box there before doing that, but I'll show you that in a minute. So let's just go and have a look. So here we have the form that has their salutation, their last name, first name, sex, their date of birth, and the tax file number is encrypted. That's why it's not viewing at this stage. But however, if you do change it, it will check it to make sure that it is correct, and then we'll encrypt it and file it away. The address details, and then the employment conditions, that's the date they started. Of course, for employees that are carrying on from a previous year, it'll show the first day of July and the date that they finish. If they finish throughout the year, you would fill that in. So, employment basis. You have full-time, part-time, casual and so on like that. So you just pick one which is appropriate. Now if they are cease their employment, then you can choose one of the options below the still employed button. Tax treatment, 9 times out of 10 it'll be regular. However, there are others for different types of workers. And similarly, the income type, most cases it will be salary and wages. However, it could be one of these other items here, but for the most part it'll be salary and wages. Department, we've set up office, and we're keeping this as an active employment. Now if we go to banking details, you can put in their BSB and account number for working out where you've got to transfer money to at any time. So if we just go back to our grid again, as I say, you can put a little tick in that little box there, and then you can enter their various pay rates. Now there are two types of pay period. There is an hourly rate and there is a pay period. So if someone is on a salary and they get a set sum every pay period, you put pay period. If it's an hourly rate, you put hourly, and then you can put in the actual hourly rate. In this case, we'll say this person's getting $1,200 per pay period. The employee superannuation percentage, it's set here at 10.5, but I'll show you how to increase it because it's going up each year. Now there are a number of different allowances that they can receive in each pay. So there's award payments, cents per kilometre, laundry allowances, and there's a number of different ones that they can have. But for the main part, I'll just put blank here. Now you do have the 3 chances to put an allowance or a deductions in there. And with their tax information, do they have a tertiary help debt? Do they have an offset for whatever, zone rebate or whatever? If they want extra tax taken out of their pay, and quite a number of people do that, to help make sure that they do not have to pay at the end of a year but get a refund, you can put how much tax extra to pay per pay period. Now, if they're receiving fringe benefits, and I'll show you that through the timesheets, are they working for a taxable firm or an exempt firm? So that'll be dependent on whether they're working at a hospital or something like that. Medicare type, normal rates, or reduced rates, full exemption, half exemption. All familiar with that. Do they have a spouse? Yes or no, and the number of children. And are they claiming the tax-free threshold? Yes or no. So we'll save that information, and we're back to this list again. Now, if we have a look at annual leave and sick leave, if we put a tick in there and we'll go to sick leave, you'll see no records found. So we add their annual allocation. So it should say that they've now got 40 hours of sick leave due to them. And similarly, put a tick in there, annual leave, it will show that they've got an entitlement of 160 hours due to them. As you add annual leave, it will add those details to the list and show that their balance is being reduced. So that is all that we can show you with the active employees. Inactive employees, that's people that have ceased employment for one reason or another. You can, of course, always turn them back to active by going in to there and changing it to active. Now, updating the super guarantee, we can say, well, it's now going to 11%. So we can enter a new rate, and that will, all the rates have been updated. You may now close this tab. So if we go, we check on this one here, and of course I should say click on pay rates, and we can see that the super guarantee had been updated to 11%. So that's the end of that tutorial. Thank you.